bring in 100 of the best bass fishing teams from around the country on one of the best bass fishing lakes on the planet, Lake Eufaula. That's where we're at on the Alabama Bass Trail 100. Hi, everybody. Robbie Floyd with Kay Donaldson and Kay. These are some of the best in this fishery. It's almost unrivaled.
It is. You know, we've seen a lot of pressure on this lake over the years, but it just continues to pump out and produce at every tournament that we see. And I know with the level of competitive anglers we have out there today, it's going to show out.
Well, the way that the weather's been this year, a lot of rain, but even the cold fronts that have jumped in and out, I don't think these fish are where they normally would be right now.
No, and we always say this, and it holds true. The people that can adjust to that and not fish history and fish the conditions will be the ones that come out on top today.
And only 100 boats out on this fishery, $100,000 up for grabs, and somebody's going to take that $25,000 first prize.
All right, guys, welcome to the Alabama Bass Trail 100, the second stop on the 100 series here on beautiful Lake Eufaula. We've already talked to a couple of teams, seen a few fish caught. I know our buddy Gerald Swindle's got about 12 pounds in the boat right now as we're starting off early. Teams are moving, fish are gonna start biting. Y'all hang tight, we'll see what we can do. Guys, I know it's early, how's it going so far?
I caught a bunch of fish, just little ones.
Okay. You got any keepers yet?
We got one keeper.
Okay.
You look good, Gerald Swindle. I know you're Phoenix and all, and this is brought to you by Phoenix Boats, the ABT 100. But dude, you want to talk about smoking them? You and Ryan and I already have a limit in your boat, and it's just now 6:30. It must be the magic sauce, because I could have swore you went back to back to back to back.
We did. And you know, Robbie, what we're seeing at Eufaula this year is not our big typical Eufaula big bite offshore. We got a mayfly hatch that started happening in the last 2 or 3 days. The fish offshore, they're just not super deep. It seems like about 12 or 14 foot as deep as we can catch them. And we're having to really grind just to get free. Very selective, like you. There's no big spoon in action. You can hair jig. They're very, like, spinning.
Yeah.
So we know what we got to do. We talked about it last night, that we felt like you're going to have a limit of 2.5s. And then somebody's got to catch an 8-pounder to win.
And just hoping the 8-pounders mixed in with the group right now. But I noticed you're looking on the graph a lot. You're living off of that thing right now, searching, huh?
Using Garmin live scope with mixed with the Humminbird 360, and we're looking for the fish and get out here on these. That's all this is here. It's just a little old secondary point leading in a little bay here. We just kind of watching it for the hard spot. Cast a few times, but like we decided once we get a limit, about 9:30 or 10, we're going to swap to the straight brush piles, and we're going to run them the rest of the day.
A little deeper, or you're still around that same range?
Fish 6 to 8 foot.
Yeah.
Shallow brush was it seemed like we struggled on the deep brush, and so we rigged up a bunch of big worms. You got the white bass there. But we're just going to start going from brush pile to brush pile, throwing a 7-inch fluke, big worm, DT8, and see if we can trigger one of them big bites. Shallow. We fished enough deep. We didn't get a giant bite. I know. Robbie's telling me to fish, but I'm taking a break.
Hey, don't make Ryan do all the work back there, brother. I mean,
I like these team turns. Usually I'm the only one.
The funniest thing was watching you go grab a net. That, I mean, like,
it felt weird. It felt like I was slow dancing.
I said, I'm bringing a net. I said, I ain't doing it.
Yeah, the lay we didn't have a net. He said, no net. I said, nah.
Morning, guys. How are y'all?
What's going on, buddy?
Thought we'd just sneak up on you here a little bit.
Y'all find us no matter where we are. late, y'all found us.
Yeah.
Up at Lake Bass Dam.
What you got today so far?
Got one fish so far.
One fish. How was your practice?
Pretty tough.
Was it?
Caught a few fish, mainly offshore. So we get the grass aside for a few minutes, we're going back to run offshore.
Alabama Bass Trail 100 Series, sponsored by Phoenix Boats, is brought to you by Bill Penny Automotive Group, by TH Marine, improving your boat from transom to trolling motor, and by Jax. It's all about the South. There's more to come.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Bill Penny Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. But that's not the only reason to get to know Bill Penny. Enjoy a 10-year unlimited warranty on every new Toyota in stock. Get 1 year of 24/7 roadside assistance. Test drive for the chance to win $5,000. You heard right. 5,000 big ones. Plus, choose from over 700 new Toyotas in stock and price to move. Bill Penny Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. Get to know us today.
Stetson Blaylock, Todd Orton, Hank Terry, let's go!
Garmin Live Scope, I tell you right now, if you don't have it, you are behind. It's just wild. It's like a video game.
If you do not have that Garmin Live Scope, you are definitely missing out.
Bassmaster Classic Champion!
The splash of your paddle mimics the pelican as it drops down from above. As the calmness of the water washes away any lingering concerns, you listen to the tall grass sing of the surrounding beauty and how the best views only get better when they're shared. This is Alabama, and when you're here, you can take it all in.
Guys, how's your day going so far?
Not like we had planned.
Okay. What you got in live well now?
We got three.
Three, what kind of weight?
No size.
Okay. Have you stayed in this area pretty much all day, or have you been moving around?
Yeah, we've been here. There's been a boat in here noodling, kind of put the damper on it a little bit.
Yeah. Hooked up now. Maybe we brought on some good luck.
Brush piles going one to the next. Again, it's boat 42, Walker Kent, Nick Harris, just catching a 5-pounder just a second ago. So we saw you coming through here. It's a super skinny water. What's the depth we're looking at now?
We're sitting in 4. We're probably casting in 2.5, maybe. Brush piles in 2.5. But everything, the shallow brush seems to be better.
The extremely shallow?
Yeah, the shallow stuff. I don't know if it's because maybe people just aren't fishing it, you know? We're the only ding-dongs that we're the only ones dumb enough to come up here and try it, maybe.
Been down here pretty much all week long, and the bite it's just been really tough. You can fish 100 brush piles until you land on one that's got a fish, you're not going to get a fish.
Sure.
It's crazy. The lack of current is just one thing, I think, making the bite so tough. But today's a new day. This is a hole here that, you know, Scott made famous right here on the Bassmasters. Everybody comes by Scott's on it.
Right.
But there's a reason for that. Their fish gonna be here some part of the day.
Sure.
The wind could be our friend too today.
Well, I was going to ask how this flat calm was
Wind.
Hurting you
We
a little
got
bit.
to have the wind. I mean, it's just these fish are so pressured. They need something to cover this boat noise.
Sure, absolutely.
Transducer noise.
Got one, but about 2-pounder.
Okay.
Caught several sport fish.
Have you been deep all day?
All day.
Plus, he's got a fish on now. There we go. It's not a big one, but that shows how patience can pay off. He's been in this area for quite a while now, making almost the same cast. It's a couple different brush piles, so it hadn't been the exact same cast. But he's alternated a few baits and finally got one to bite. So maybe there's a good enough school here that it can kind of turn the rest of them on. Father and son team, Ethan, Jackie Flack. We're going to slide back here and see these guys. Ethan actually won a tournament last year on Smith Lake with his mom, which was a pretty cool deal. How much you got right now?
Oh, no, they just 15 inches.
Okay.
Ain't no way. They got to go before the end of the day.
But you got to start somewhere, right?
I'll start somewhere. This him, Ted. Big one.
It'll cool for sure. All right. Good. Yeah.
Look at that hole! Woo! Woo, baby! Yeah!
Cool.
This portion of the Alabama Bass Trail 100 series, brought to you by Phoenix Boats, is sponsored by Sweet Home Alabama, by Garmin, and by Academy Sports and Outdoors. The Alabama Bass Trail 100 series, brought to you by Phoenix Boats. We'll be right back.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
We truly love the sport of fishing.
that's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
The taste of the South starts out here. However you roll into work, you can bring the flavor with Jack's Breakfast Catering. Huge scratch-made buttermilk biscuits and hearty breakfast sandwiches, mixed or matched, starting at just $15. Don't forget to add delicious fresh ground Royal Cup coffee and classic breakfast sides, because great work starts with great breakfast. Breakfast catering starting at $15 from Jack's. All about the South.
Go. See ya.
How's it going today, guys?
We got 5 keepers, 1 good one, 1 4-pounder right at it. Just a lot of small fish. Caught a lot of fish, just not anything big yet.
Right. Where do you think your total weight is?
11 pounds.
Okay. Got 5 fish for about 11 pounds. Got 1 4-pounder.
Caught a bunch. We caught quite a few keepers. They're just not, you know, not 3 pounders, not 4 pounders.
You think it's still a timing deal, or they just hadn't moved out yet?
It's just a matter of hitting the right little place. I mean, we spend a lot of time here. We've got a lot of waypoints. We're gonna hit every one of them we can until it's time to go in.
How many different places do you think you've hit so far today?
25 or 30.
Okay.
One of the things you commonly hear in bass fishing is match the hatch. That's exactly what Ryan Anaya and Gerald Swindle are trying to do right now. I want to take a look at this shad that one of the bass that they caught just a moment ago spit up, and it kind of shows them exactly what these bass are going for. Now, it's pretty much the same thing that they've been casting. That's why they're catching them. They've already got over 10 fish in the first hour of fishing. But, you know, he just lost a bait. He's going to try and go back with something that looks very similar to this. And he said it's not been the flashy colors that, you know, you might possibly think, you know, at this time of year. It's the more subtle, you know, reserve, a little pearl, some gray, just trying to match the hatch, and they're matching pretty good right now.
How many keepers you got?
3.
3.
Should have had about 7.
Don't tell me that.
And we broke off, but you know, fishing deep, we broke off several. But we've had a couple fish on that run us down in it. Got us tangled up, broke off. But
been out here long?
This is only our second stop.
Okay.
Our second little brush pile that we've stopped at.
Eric Morris, Alex Davis. Had 2 fish for 5 pounds. Now we're what, 2 for 6.5?
3 for 6.
3 for 6. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I forgot to carry the 1. 3 for 6.5. And was that done on a drop shot? Is that what I'm seeing?
That is.
I like this. That's some little West Coast flavor. I mean, Alabama Aaron Martins would love to see you doing that. Actually looks like almost one of Aaron's baits that I would see on there.
It is.
Is it really? I was like, it looks like one that I'd seen him throw at the California Delta a day or 2. All right, Eric, who's caught more today?
That's his first keeper.
That's his first. So good, Alex. You're off the schneid.
I've caught 8 short, so I mean, you know.
And, you know, a lot of people think, you know, hey, here comes a camera boat. We're not going to catch squat. I don't want to put a camera in my boat. We're not going to catch squat. These guys have caught 2 fish. One wasn't a keeper, but they caught 2 fish in 2.5 minutes. So that whole misnomer of, you know, you're not going to catch them because the camera guy's there or girl's there, wrong.
This portion of the Alabama Bass Trail 100 series, brought to you by Phoenix Boats, is sponsored by Black Rifle Coffee Company, by Sweet Home Alabama, and by America's First Credit Union. Stay with us, there's more to come.
The TH Marine Hydrowave H2 KVD Edition is a surefire way to ignite a feeding frenzy. The Hydrowave utilizes a sound-emitting technology that imitates bait fish and other feeding fish below the surface that preys on the competitive nature of bass and other game fish to get you more bites. The Hydrowave is another way that TH Marine has you covered from transom to trolling motor.
At Phoenix Boats, our passion for fishing is obvious. Whether it's a pro event or fishing with our family and friends,
we truly love the sport of fishing.
That's why our goal is to make every single Phoenix boat that goes out the door the best fishing platform it can be in both design and construction.
We love to fish as much as anyone, and we believe it shows in every boat we build.
Phoenix Boats, built by anglers for anglers.
Some things ain't worth keeping. Yesterday's traditions, today's adventures, tomorrow's memories. Now that's something worth keeping. Fish Alabama and find your keeper.
For more information, visit fishalabama.org.
Bill Petty Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. But that's not the only reason to get to know Bill Petty. Enjoy a 10-year unlimited warranty on every new Toyota in stock. Get 1 year of 24/7 roadside assistance. Test drive for the chance to win $5,000. You heard right. 5,000 big ones. Plus, choose from over 700 new Toyotas in stock and price to move. Bill Petty Toyota is Alabama's #1 volume Toyota dealer. Get to know us today.
If you didn't already know, AmFirst has great rates on auto loans, and boat loans, and motorcycle loans, and really any loans, including ones for your business. With a variety of terms as low as 2%, we're kind of hard to beat.
Eric Morris, Alex Davis. Ian Alex with 5 bass weighing 1626. We got a new leader. New leader, I said.
Alex put us on them early, and then we went out, hit both of our brush piles out deep, and it just worked out.
You get Turner and Lay, 1746. That's how you get it done.
We just started fishing it's deep for us, but shallow at this lake, just probably 6 to 10 foot.
1408. That's a pretty good day, Matt. You happy after all said and done to have that?
Yeah.
Kind of a tail whooping out there?
A lot, yeah.
How many total fish did you caught?
20.
20. That's a good day. Fun day of fishing. Just didn't quite get into that super big bite. Let's find out if you got a 532. You got more than a 532. A new Mountain Dew Big Bass, a 603. How about a round of applause? Whoa. Dude, y'all did something right.
Yep.
Let's take a look. Our lead right now, 1746. That was our lead. 1962, an almost 20-pound bag for Franklin McCarty. It's okay, you can clap. Anthony Goggins and Dustin Wood, they got one big one in there too. They need 1962, they don't have it. They've got 2093, our first 20-pound bag.
It was
pretty slow early.
Yeah, we was trying to dodge a tail for 2.5 hours, but after we lost them, we just went playing and went working, and we just said we'll make the best of it, and it was just one here, one there. And then, like I said, the big one's about 115, 130s.
G-Money, Gerald Swindle, Ryan and I, we saw them out there on the water. Of course, Gerald had nothing to say. One of my good friends at Fishing the Bassmaster Elite Series. Get off me, man. Good game, good game. You got when you do that, you got to go good game every time. Hey, get over near that microphone, G. C1, I know you could upgrade or want to upgrade. We thought you had 12. You're up to 13. 1307, not a bad day.
We started out pretty quick. I mean, we had 1 or 2 schools we wanted to fish, and then we were going to go fish shallow brush. And we kind of told each other, we get to 12 or 13 pounds, we need to get in this shallow brush and try to catch a big one. And on our second school, they lit up pretty good. I mean, Ryan made a cast back across the point a little shallow, and we'd been throwing, and they started biting, and we caught them pretty quick. And we bounced around there on a couple more schools, and then we went shallow and fish brush. We caught some, but we were just culling ounces. We just never got that key bite.
I thought I saw one really good one in there. Talk over that microphone. That's the only way to hear you. One good one in there, one real good one. What did you catch it on?
We caught on a worm.
Well, Anthony Goggins, Dustin Wood have 2093. Steve Hatfield, Jim Leary, 2626 today. One expired fish going to drop down to 2526, I believe, right? Somebody went to Toad Town and caught them some big ones. Well, most people said if you had 20 pounds, you were doing well and you had a shot of winning the title, but you needed over 25 to beat Hatfield and Leary. Unbelievable what they were able to do on this body of water today.
You know, we didn't see that on live, but we knew coming here with the caliber of anglers we have in this fishery that it would definitely push the limits, and we saw that today.
Several 20-pound bags, but guys, I mean, the fish weren't where most people thought they would be this time of year. Was there one thing that kind of turned you on to your fish through the week, whether it be the practice or here today on game day?
We found the area where we caught the bigger fish on Monday.
That was a long time ago.
It was, and the scary part was we went back, I think Thursday to check them, and there was a gentleman sitting right on it.
Same one that kind of was in the same.
He was in the area Monday, and we were like, oh boy. And we actually didn't catch any Monday. We shook them all off, but we knew they were bigger ones. And he sat on it, and when he tried to stay off of it a little bit, sat around there, and when we got close, he kind of got scared and got up on it, so we left. We thought, well, that's spent. And we really didn't have a better spot to go. We had about 3 places we would have started, and we just took a chance and ran down there. It was down near the dam. So we ran down there this morning, started on it, and caught all 3 big fish in about 10 minutes.
And boy, it paid off. And Kay, this is a 3-race battle too. Now 2 races have been complete. Now we have that 3rd one at Guntersville where anything can happen. You can catch a 30-pound bag. Those fish are going to be feeding, getting ready for the winter. And if you look at our top 10, I mean, we've got 7 guys within 20, but we've got 3 anglers, 3 pairs within the top, or within 6 points.
Points are tied. I love that going into that last event. But I saw those guys in those top 5.
Strong.
They're all going to be there. I mean, this guy's from Ohio, and he's been here since Monday.
Yeah.
So he's been here a week practicing for this event. That's what the Alabama Bass Trail is built on, all built on tourism and what fishing means to the state of Alabama. And these guys right here proved it.
Yeah, and if you look online at Alabama Bass Trail 100, you look at the Angler of the Year points, you'll see those are some big sticks inside that top 10. You've got to be consistent if you're going to win that champion's belt, and these guys are on top right now.